Hello everybody, welcome to the Joe Show. This is Franco Astores and Joey Hastings bringing you a sort of emergency broadcast due to how great that 2016 NBA Finals Game 7 was. Franco, what were your impressions on the game?
Well, first of all, I'd like to preface all my remarks with congrats to the city of Cleveland. You guys believed, well, most of you believed in your team. Down 3-1, I know it must have been very hard for you guys. And you really made Cleveland into Believe Land. So I'm happy for all of you who deserve this. After 52 years of major sports championship droughts, the Cavs have finally brought one to the land. Also, just on another note, J.R. Smith, if anybody watched his post-game conference, that was incredibly touching. I didn't expect that from J.R., and if that does not touch your heart, you have nothing on the left side of your chest. Anyway, let's actually talk about the game itself. The game itself was probably one of the best NBA games I have ever watched, period. Just a spectacular spectacle. I know that's redundant, but it's necessary. Just 48 minutes of NBA basketball, Game 7, for all the marbles. And it really lived up to all the hype we could have really given to it. It was really an emotional roller coaster for much of it, with teams changing leads, changing runs, changing momentum. We had heroic performances from Draymond Green in the early going, and also later on from Kyrie Irving and LeBron James. So it was overall a fantastic game. No matter what fan you are, this game was incredible for you. You enjoyed watching this one, and it's one that will go down in the history books as one of the greatest. I think the biggest takeaway from tonight's game is, number one, Draymond Green is the leader of the Golden State Warriors team, unquestionably. There's no questioning that now, after establishing himself with 32 points and 15 rebounds in the all-important Game 7, he really put the team on his back, and it's kind of a shame they couldn't have helped him out more to give him the sort of exit he deserved. But also, and perhaps the biggest storyline of this, is LeBron James. The man posted a triple-double. By the way, Draymond Green was 1 assist shy of that, but LeBron actually did it with 27 points, 11 rebounds, and 11 assists, making him only the third person in NBA history to do that, alongside James Worthy and Jerry West. Very impressive. We're going to talk about it later in the show, but just a fantastic performance from LeBron James. And, of course, Kyrie Irving, the bad man, ice in his veins with the 3 over, of course, Steph Curry to essentially seal the game for the Cavs. So, great game, great night of basketball. So, Joey, what'd you think?
Well, I'm going to echo your sentiments. I feel for Cleveland. I was actually rooting for the city of Cleveland, although I picked Golden State Warriors to win last night's game. I thought that they deserved it. There's been enough waiting for them, and they haven't experienced this championship feeling in a long time. Most of them, they're third generation, fourth generations Cleveland fans, and they've never experienced it. First franchise in Cavaliers history, so I give it all up to them. Give it all up to LeBron, who I'll get later too. First off, the first person I'm going to start off with is Steve Kerr. I cannot believe how atrocious this man was down the stretch of Game 7 and during the final 3 games of this NBA Finals. I said it yesterday in my predictions. I thought Maurice Spates was going to be a huge factor because I thought he could space the floor. He's an energizer bunny, to say the least, and he brings some momentum to the floor. He played 5 minutes and got 4 rebounds, whereas Festus Ezeli and Anderson Varejao played a combined 19 minutes and had 1 rebound combined. That was atrocious. I don't know why. I don't know if Maurice Spates is in Steve Kerr's doghouse. And I don't know if Barbosa is too. Leandro Barbosa came off the bench. He hit a 3, and he played 4 minutes in the NBA Finals Game 7, a place where I thought role players could, be huge for a Golden State fan base who feeds off of that, especially when you realize that Steph Curry and Klay Thompson weren't at their best. You could have those role players come off the bench and make some impactful plays. And I thought Steve Kerr didn't utilize them enough in this NBA Finals Game 7. Although he utilized 5 players off the bench, they didn't make as big of a contribution as I thought that they could have.
Yeah, there was no strength in numbers last night.
No strength in numbers whatsoever. I thought Sean Livingston, he did okay, 3 of 7 from the field for 8 points and 16 minutes of action. He did what he could, but just overall, the Warriors didn't look in sync. Like Franco said, it seemed like Draymond Green just wanted this game. He knew that he let his team down in Game 5 of the NBA Finals by getting suspended, and he wanted to make sure that he came out and he set a tone, and he did just that. 23 points in the first half, and he finished with 32 points on 6 of 8 from the three-point land. One assist shy of a triple-double, like Franco Astores explained to you guys. So I don't understand, and going back to Steve Kerr, why Draymond Green didn't get the ball late down the stretch. It made no sense whatsoever. 47 minutes, and Franco, help me if I'm wrong, but there's 48 minutes in an NBA game, right?
Yes, sir.
There's
4 quarters.
Yes, and there's 12 minutes apiece, right?
Yep.
So Draymond Green played 47 minutes. So at the least, he played 47 minutes, 11 minutes in the fourth quarter. Why did this man not get the ball enough? Why did Steph Curry go out there shooting these were uncharacteristic threes from Steph Curry. It just seemed like he was jacking them up, especially down the stretch late after Kyrie Irving hit that big-time three. Steph Curry was just throwing it up. It made absolutely no sense. They didn't have an offense down the stretch. Steph Curry was turning the ball over way too much. With Klay Thompson, you sort of understand. He was just kind of missing them. It was going a little bit in and out. Some of them were a little ill-advised, but Steph Curry, it made absolutely no sense why this man was turning the ball over. You mentioned it. That was a great point by you the other day about Steph Curry being the point guard and turning the ball over way too much. Behind the back passes, ill-advised pass to Anderson Varejao, which led to a fast break opportunity for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He didn't allow the momentum to carry them. He didn't allow the offense to be run through him and do what got them to 73-9 and a chance to win the NBA Finals. For that, I kind of blame it on Steve Kerr. I blame it on Steph Curry. And it's a shame to see Draymond go out like that. But I'm going to give it up to LeBron James. Didn't have his greatest performance on 9 of 24 shooting, but he came down with less than 2 minutes to go. He blocked Andre Iguodala. He made big-time plays down the stretch, and he wanted that game. He wanted this for the city of Cleveland, and Kyrie Irving outstepped Steph.
Bad man.
He outstepped the unanimous MVP, so what can we say?
Yep.
So we're going to go to a quick break right here. We're going to talk more about these NBA Finals and the implications, and we hope to see you on the other side.